Hey guys, good to see you all again. Criterion just had their late October flash sale, and my box finally came in. I didn't go overboard this time since the Barnes Noble 50% off sale was just around the corner, but I still managed to grab a few titles that I've had my eye on for a while. So let's get into it and take a look. First up is The Squid and the Whale. This one's probably the most accessible of the bunch. It's Noah Baumbach's breakout film from 2005, and the one that really set his style in stone. It's this darkly funny, painfully honest story about two kids in 1980s Brooklyn dealing with their parents' divorce. Both writers, both very flawed people. You can tell this one comes straight from Baumbach's own life. It's raw and awkward in the best way, full of sharp dialogue and uncomfortable humor that still manages to feel authentic. Jeff Daniels and Laura Linney are both fantastic, playing these intellectuals who are too self-absorbed to see the damage that they're doing. And a young Jesse Eisenberg absolutely nails that teenage mix of both arrogance and confusion. It's also shot on Super 16, which gives it that gritty, lived-in texture that perfectly fits the time and place. It's a short movie, under 90 minutes, but it still hits emotionally hard, and one of those where every line feels deliberate. Criterion's edition also has some great features, including new interviews with Baumbach and cast, with them reflecting on how personal this film was for him. Besides Marriage Story, this is probably my favorite Baumbach. Alright, what's next? Next up is something much bigger. Les Blank, Always for Pleasure. Now, this is a box set devoted to one of the great American documentarians, Les Blank, who spent nearly 50 years filming people, communities, and music scenes that Hollywood never really paid attention to. He was all about capturing real life and real joy. His films are these beautiful, unpolished portraits of musicians, cooks, and everyday folks, and there's something deeply human about all of them. This set covers 14 films and several shorts, ranging from blues and Cajun music to garlic festivals, and even a documentary about women with gap teeth. It sounds crazy, but his work is vibrant, funny, and full of soul. You really get a sense of people living their lives without pretense. And if you've been on the streak of heavy or dark films, this is a perfect change of pace. These films celebrate life, culture, and creativity in a way that feels really refreshing. I haven't seen all these, but the ones that I have seen are definitely a comfort watch. And Criterion really went all out on this one. All films have new 2K restorations, and there's a great new documentary about Les Blank himself, featuring interviews from people like Werner Herzog or Alice Waters, who talk about how much his work meant to them. If you have the Criterion channel, you can also catch a lot of them on there. And finally, the big one, The Human Condition by Masaki Kobayashi. This is an absolutely monumental piece of filmmaking. It's spread across 3 films, if you will. Some say it's a trilogy, some consider it one piece, but it totals about 9.5 hours, and it's often described as one of the most ambitious anti-war epics ever made. It follows a man named Kaji, played by Tatsuya Nakadai, legendary Japanese actor, as he tries to hold on to his morality and humanity while being slowly crushed by the realities of World War II. What's amazing about this is how personal and moral the story feels. It's not just about war, but it's about integrity. What it means to stay human in a system that rewards cruelty. Kobayashi was a pacifist and a war veteran himself, and you can feel that experience and conviction in every frame. And it's a visually stunning trilogy. Beautifully composed, emotionally devastating, and intellectually rich. But just remember, this is not a casual watch. It's a cinematic experience that you sit with, and you definitely have to set some time aside for this one. This Criterion set, of course, features interviews with Kobayashi and Nakadai, which really adds context to the scope and message of the film. Oh, and the restoration looks fantastic. It's one of those epics that truly deserve that high quality treatment. If you ever have the time, check it out. Alright guys, so that's my haul. Small, but a strong mix of deeply personal storytelling, joyful documentary work, and massive thought-provoking cinema. I'm really looking forward to tackling the human condition over a long weekend. Anyway, let me know what you guys picked up during the sale, or what you're planning for the upcoming Barnes Noble one. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you on the next one.